Welcome to the Industry Angel Podcast. We hear from the best business minds across the globe. Entrepreneurs, social influencers, marketing mavens, and sales rock stars. We've got them all. Here comes your weekly dose of inspiration with your host, Ian Farah.
Welcome to episode 89 of the Industry Angel. Thanks for joining me again. What a wild few weeks we've had with live shows. You know, they take so much planning and the team works so hard, but the aim is to create a really entertaining evening and allows you, the listener, to watch also. So if you check out industryangel.com, there are links to the social channels where you can watch the videos. So the last two live videos, we've live streamed them through Facebook and YouTube and Twitter, and the quality is really good. It's amazing. So check them out on the Facebook channel. Maybe that's probably the best place to catch them. Of course, this does affect the listener stats because people come to the event, they watch live or they watch on catch up and they don't download the episode. But hey, I'm not going to get hung up on vanity metrics, am I? We just want you guys to enjoy the show. I do, of course, love to read your reviews. So please consider sharing the show, leaving an iTunes rate and review maybe. Do it now whilst you're walking the dog or you're sitting on the train. So yes, I don't care about those vanity metrics. I just want you to enjoy the show, and I hope you did. Okay, shout outs. What we got? Mark Anderson, who's launched his podcast. Well done. Thanks for the kind words. I'm glad we've inspired you. Hope you enjoy your journey, Mark. It's an interesting one. To Natalie Paris, who continues to support the live shows. Thanks, Natalie. Dale Geach likes the format of the live shows. I had so much fun, Dale, with those lightning rounds, and Paul's even bought himself a new horn. So Helen Oswald really enjoyed the live episode with Jill, and she felt hugely inspired. Thanks for that, Helen. Nolan Dale from Kernow Campers tweeted us to say he's just discovered the show. He's really enjoying them. Thanks, Nolan, and ride some waves for me, buddy, because it's been a while since I've paddled out down your neck of the woods in the beautiful seas of Cornwall. So thanks for keeping in touch. I love you guys to spread the word. So just like people like Nolan can find the show, it's up to you guys, Angel Army. You've got to share it. You've got to tell your friends. Go back to work and tell a couple of people about it. Ask them if they listen to podcasts, because we all want to share this show together. So it's on you guys, no pressure. Let's have a look. So basically what we're going to talk about this week is networking, because I thoroughly enjoyed meeting a lot of you last week at Newcastle Startup Week. You might remember I interviewed Paul Lancaster on episode 66 about inspiring entrepreneurs through a citywide festival. Well, that festival was last week. 5 days and 5 nights, I think they were anyway. Pure inspiration. We heard from over 50 speakers about their journeys, their light bulb moments, their failures, and they all spoke with such a, really helpful and humble. It was amazing. We had some great conversations, and the after parties were really good. So what did I take from this? Well, it invigorated me. I got off the hamster wheel. It took me out of the building. And I'm on it. It was hands down one of the best events I've ever attended. And the speakers were great, but the networking with the delegates was just such a memorable part of the week. You know, it's easy to fall into the trap, isn't it? You know, of working head down in your business. And it's so easy to network in the same place. So if you do go networking, quite often you'll go to the same event. You'll probably gravitate to the same people you spoke to the last 10 times. But with this kind of event, because it's new and everybody's in the same boat, the venues were continually different every day. We were just thrust together and everyone's in the same boat. Everyone just got amongst it. And there's so many takeaways from attending great events. You know, the highlight for me are the stories from the speakers, the delegates that you bump into and share stuff, the ones you create, such as missing the last train with Laura Midders. But, you know, if you don't do anything, you'll have no stories to tell. And that's how we learn. That's how we've communicated since we scrolled on caves. It's just facts tell, but stories sell. So if you don't leave the building, you're not going to make these stories up. So I really encourage you to have a think about what events are out there and create some stories. For instance, if I hadn't boarded a plane to China, I would never have nearly been scammed, ended up in the middle of a martial arts street fight and narrowly missed a car, smashing into a lamppost. Great memories there. But these are stories that I talk about because I put myself out there and I made them happen. So I really want you guys to think about that. I believe you'll find what you're looking for as well. Quite often people get a bit shy or a bit nervous about these events, but if you attend with a positive mindset, wearing your best smile, you'll meet like-minded people and just be you. We've always talked about being you on this show, but there are plenty of ways to make money, okay? But you don't want to be sneaky and creepy about it. Just be yourself and start the relationship out, show them the true you. And it's interesting, I was talking about this the other day as well. You've got to ensure that the offline you is the same as the online you. Because I often read posts on social and the offline and the online don't really marry up. And it's 2018 now. There's no reason why we should be trying to act like someone we aren't. We can dress the way we're not supposed to dress in a certain way anymore. We don't have to dull down our accent. We're just looking to, make friends, not contacts. It'll help you in the long run, play the long game. It does take time to build a network, and that's because it takes time to build trust. You can't just convince or click your fingers to get someone to trust you. It's earned, and it's earned over time. And a lot of the content we put out there goes towards that trust. Content that's truly you, the real you. There's so much bad content out there, so we've got to cut through it. We've got to create something amazing. And this is okay. Here's your homework. I want you guys to tag me in something amazing that you've created, a great bit of content. If you're feeling inspired now to go live or create a video, push it on LinkedIn or whatever, tag me in there. I want to see it. I really want to know what you guys are doing. I'm frequently on Twitter as well as LinkedIn and Facebook. So I really want to see some real content, some of the true, yes, it's cliche, humble, authenticity. I get that. I use it quite a lot, but it's true. And I want to see it. Okay. So a message from me is, it's amazing what's happening on your doorstep. I urge you to support events such as these, or they'll probably disappear. And we must support micro businesses, or things will just get lost in that corporate world. So if someone's starting an event or someone's trying to put a networking event along, drop them a line, tell them you're going to come along, thank them for doing it, because it's great for us all to get together. So I grabbed Paul again from Newcastle Startup Week to tell us a little bit about how the event was going. So he's going to come up now and share five or 6 minutes or so. And then I also shared I caught our friend Brian Fanzo. You might remember from episode 50. Brian closed out day 1 of Newcastle Startup Week, so I've grabbed Brian for a few minutes as well. I hope you enjoy this. Right, okay, so we're at Newcastle Startup with Paul Lancaster, the founder. Paul joined us on episode 66. So next, join us again, Paul. Tell us a little bit about how it's gone, how's the planning, how's the preparation, has anything gone wrong, and are you enjoying it? Are you stressed?
No, well, there's always a slight lower level of stress there at the event, doing any events, but this is the second Newcastle Startup Week festival that we've done. Did the first one in May 2017, and then we're doing it again 12 months later. So it's a 5-day citywide multi-venue festival, and we're on day 4 at the moment, which is the growing and scaling day. So this day is all about helping people take things to the next level, whatever that level is. So sales, marketing, PR, personal development, mindset, leadership, and anything just to help them think a bit bigger, to get them to that next level, whatever that level is.
I'm going to jump in, so I know it's only day 4. What's been your favourite day? There's a day tomorrow, I get that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, day one is like the big event. You know, that's the most spectacular one, because we do that at the Boiler Shop, which is the world's first locomotive steam engine factory. So it's quite symbolic, because that was like the origins of the railway industry and the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
And we're kind of kickstarting a new entrepreneurial revolution on Tyneside. So that's why we use that venue. And
day one scale up.
So day one is inspiration.
Inspiration, sorry.
So that's so that's all about celebrating local success stories of the past, present, and future. Geeing people up, get people excited, has the broadest appeal. And this year we did go a little bit bigger than last year, in that last year we only had speakers from 1 till 6. This year we opened the doors from 11, and we had a little mini business expo in the morning with 7 startups pitching live on stage, and then we had 4 local food pop-ups in there as well, and exhibitors as well. So there was a lot going on, a lot of moving parts, and we pulled it off. But there was you just have to roll with it. There's a few things where some speakers pulled out at the last minute, or one guy unfortunately took ill, so we had to literally just as he was about to go on stage. So
is he alright?
He's fine. It's one of those things where he's happy for me to say. So this guy Ajaz Ahmed, he's a total legend. He was the founder of FreeServe. I've heard him speak a couple of times. Very inspirational guy. But when I booked him to speak, he said, I do have epilepsy. I have a form of epilepsy where occasionally I'll have an episode where it's basically like a Windows PC shutting down.
No way.
And then I boot back up again, and you just have to leave me to it, right?
Yeah.
But literally, the moment he was meant to come on
he was
stage,
right at the end of the stage, wasn't he?
He just no response.
Yeah.
And when I went up to him, he didn't know who I was, didn't know where he was, didn't know anything. And then half an hour later, back to normal. Totally back to normal. I've spoken to him since, and he's totally fine. Just one of those things.
So you got to roll with those punches.
You just got to roll with it. That's the thing with doing any sort of live event. But
I mean, I do one live event a month, and now I'm quite stressed about it, and there's lots going on. And since I've done that, I've thought about you guys doing this, and I thought, my word. And it's really hit home, actually, how good this has been for the region. I mean, when you finish this, you must be planning for the next thing straight after it, or do you give yourself a downtime?
Yeah, I mean, we are already thinking about next year.
Right, about doing this again, a 5-day thing?
I think we're going to do the same. Well, we will do the same one again.
Okay. I'll jump in, but if you don't, you need to do something, because the amount of buzz and vibe and the amount of inspiration, like walking around, talking to people, we're all making new friends, seeing old friends.
It is working. You know, that's the thing. It's like, you spent. So the first one I spent 9 months working on that, like planning that, organising that, and then we did it, and it was a big success. And then we started pretty much immediately planning the next event, which was a 1-day Newcastle Scale Up Summit. So that was all about taking day 4 of Startup Week, but repeating that again in November, because we found that there was quite a lot of SMEs, established businesses, who were just a little bit stuck. They'd hit a level, hit a plateau where they couldn't take things further, particularly if they were owner-manager businesses, where they're usually the most talented person, or the person that's winning the business and doing the work. So a lot of it's like mindset, you know.
It's really interesting, because obviously this is Newcastle Startup Week, but there's loads of people I've met who aren't starting up. They're in business now. They've been in business for years, but they're here to see speakers and just be inspired and network and meet other people. So just because it's
just today or other days?
But just because it's Startup Week doesn't mean that just for startup business. No. So how do you approach that?
Well, that's good to see, because the word startup. A lot of people think you mean a tech startup. But what we're trying to say is, like, anyone who wants to start something, whether it's a business or a project, or just to try something new and learn how to be more entrepreneurial as well. So even if you're an employee, you might want to be what they call an intrapreneur. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I was an intrapreneur for years before I finally started my own business 2 years ago. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of interest from all walks of life, different age groups. Different demographics, different stages of business. And that's something that me and Sarah, I think, we're really proud of, that we're able to attract such a broad range of people.
Yeah.
It's not a tech conference. It's a business conference. It's
from you and Sarah,
conference.
all the volunteers and everything, just been absolutely fantastic.
Good.
I don't know if you saw my tweet earlier on, but I was sitting listening, and the guy next to me was coding.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Yeah, fantastic.
This is just what we're like as a region.
Mm-hmm. No, very well. Even just there's loads going on everywhere, and like the closer, the more you look, the more you see.
Yeah.
Like even like we're staying. There's me, Sarah, and Brian Fanzo, one of the keynote speakers for Monday.
Yeah, I might try and catch Brandon.
He's flown in from Washington DC, but he's staying all week. He's here until tomorrow, and he's playing a massive part in just getting stuck into all the events, documenting his whole experience here. Loving everything about the city and the region. He was in Tynemouth today. He was at Wiley's Fish Shack.
Oh, no way.
He was, you live near there, don't you?
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm
on the other side,
the right side of the
Tyne. But just things like that. And there's people who have travelled from all over the UK. Further afield as well. There's like Germany, Switzerland. I think there's 5 people from the US have come over.
Right.
And word's definitely spreading.
Definitely.
But even just walking around the city last night, we've been staying in Motel 1, which is the place for the after party last night. And on Blake's on the corner, you know Blake's. Yeah. Well, 2 nights this week I've walked past, and there's people doing like meetups in Blake's. Yeah. And I don't know what they're talking about, but I can see the sides they're talking about smart lampposts and all kinds of future technology. Yeah. So that's cool, you know.
It's really good. Right? It's really good. I managed to squeeze a couple of meetups in between the day and the after parties as well. It's great, but even sitting commuting in on the metro, I'm kind of looking at people's wrists to see whether they've got the wristband on, and it's just...
And you just like give each other a little wink and say,
yeah. So, right, okay, we'll leave it there, Paul, but listen, thanks very much. You've played an absolute blind.
Thanks for coming and all your support.
Excellent. Good stuff.
Right, cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, joined by Brian Fanzo, whose name has just been mentioned in dispatches, because I've just spoke to Paul, Brian, and you mentioned that you've come over from the States. You closed out day one. How's it been?
Really good. I'm glad I paid him well, to mention me. So it's been great. It's a good event to come over. I get to speak a lot of events, but I've been here for 4 days, so it's extra time at the events. I can tell by the eyes after parties. Yes, I say it's a lot of work. Networking takes a lot out of you. 3 nights in a row. Tonight's going to be. I'm going to sleep good on the plane going back for sure.
Yeah. What about next week then? Are you busy?
Next week going to Poland. So yes, this doesn't make much sense, but my daughter's birthday. Okay. So I'm flying home Friday, my daughter's birthday party on Saturday, and then Monday morning I fly back to Poland, and I'm doing a big event there. It's called InfoShare. Okay. 13,000 people, so it should be it'll be a lot of fun. So I'll be back and forth across the pond a couple times.
So when you closed out on day one, you met people in the after parties. Were they inspired? Did they come up to you later on and say thanks for that, Brian? Yeah.
Lots of great conversations. One of my favorite things is people who are, especially startups, they say, Brian, you said what I already realized or I already believed, but you made it simple to where I feel I'm going to go do it. And I'm like, yes, that's where, and even a couple of the university students that are volunteering, they messaged me and said, hey, I just did my very first video that I've ever done. Excellent. And they're like, I've wanted to do video, and I thought it'd be good for me, but I haven't pressed the button to do it. And she's like, after I did, and she sent me the video, and it brought me to tears, because it was like, that's what I want to be able to inspire people to do, is actually take the action. It's great to inspire people to okay, this is something great, but when they actually take it and implement it, it's really, really exciting.
Yeah, it is. When they execute on that plan and you watch them going forward.
For sure, because the last thing I want to hear is a year from now they come back and they haven't executed anything. Yeah. Because I think that's in the world we're living in today, there's lots of things you can consume and want to do, but until you actually do it, like we're doing right now, we're standing, capturing audio content for a podcast, right? These are the kind of things when you seize the moment, capture the environment. Yeah. This is how we create good content now. It used to be the other way, where it was 6 weeks of planning and reserving studios, and now if you're doing it that way, you're going to miss the mark. So it's cool seeing all that kind of happen.
And what have you been encouraging people to do?
Press the damn button. Yes.
We'll leave it there, brother. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Anyway,
cheers,
excellent.
My friend. Cheers.
So there you go, guys. A little bit behind the scenes, a little bit chatting with contacts and making friends and strengthening relationships. It's amazing. And if you take anything out of this today, I want you to just do a search in your area for meetups, for events. Use Eventbrite. Look on LinkedIn. There's definitely stuff that you guys can get involved with. There's lots of seminars and conferences this time of year around the countries. Go for it. And why don't you be the official documenter? Why don't you take to something like Twitter, where the hashtag is, and share the hell out of the content? Take photographs of the speakers, add them to lists maybe, tweet them and let them know what you thought about their content. Tweet people and maybe catch up in the break. Ask if anyone would like to hook up on an evening and talk about a certain subject. Just get out there and make some contacts, but do it with your heart on your sleeve and without any business development kind of aim, because you just have to build that trust and build that network. It'll take you so far. So we should have normal service resumed, because we need to get some people on the show. We need to get some interviews done. We're too busy having fun with live episodes and startup weeks and that kind of thing. So yes, I am mindful that we need to get some normal service resumed. Do me a favor and keep in touch. Drop me an email or a tweet or whatever. Let me know if there's someone you'd like to hear from. I've had quite a few people sort of proposing certain guests, which is great because I love that. I get a lot of people requesting to be on the show, and it's quite difficult to kind of weed through them. So if you guys recommend somebody, then I'll know it's true, because you guys are awesome. So until next time, I'm Ian Farrer. This is the Industry Angel, and happy networking.